Unnecessary control with the mind is one of the biggest blocks to manifestation. Trying to figure everything out logically, trying to understand everything with the mind. This is what blocks manifestation. And what happens is that when we begin to let go of control, when we begin to trust the process more, when we realize that our minds are incredibly limited and our minds are a huge barrier to the manifestation process, this is a huge sign that you're about to manifest something big. The number one sign that you're about to manifest something big is you're beginning to let go of control. You're beginning to realize that your mind doesn't have to figure out the entire manifestation process. Your mind and your logical thinking doesn't have to figure it all out. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to move deeper into this level of trust and allowing, and how you can use this sign and this understanding to your advantage to manifest what you want at an accelerated rate in a way where your mind does not have to figure out the entire process. And in fact, the mind is going to be the only barrier to manifesting that thing that you desire. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video. So the number one sign that you're about to manifest something powerful, the number one sign that you're about to manifest something big, that the thing that you want is coming into your reality right now as we speak, is you're realizing that your ego does not have to control everything. And you're realizing that the more that your ego tries to control, the more that your ego tries to figure everything out, it's only a barrier. The mind is a barrier. This is what I'm realizing more and more and more in my life, is that the mind and thinking is literally a barrier to the manifestation process. Like literally speaking, the mind is a barrier. So what does this mean? This means that we have to learn to consciously turn off the ego, to turn off the thinking mind, to have a deeper connection to our divine selves, to have a deeper connection to the present moment. And the more that we do this, we begin to manifest what we want in a much faster way. So if you're at a phase in your life right now, or maybe you're not, which is okay too, you can still use this understanding to help you manifest faster, is if you're in a phase in your life where you start to realize that you don't have to control every little thing that you do, but you're beginning to trust your feelings more and what feels right to you. It's almost like you're not listening to your mind as much, but you're listening to your heart more, what energetically feels right to you. What energetically feels right. So it's like maybe your mind is saying that, hey, I have to do this thing right now to manifest this thing, but then your heart's saying no. Just don't do that thing right now. You can do it later. What would make more sense right now is to just go meditate. It's like I notice my mind always wanting to figure everything out, and then my heart's just saying, dude, you don't have to do that. Just go meditate right now. You're all good. It's gonna work itself out like it always does, and then it always does. It always works itself out. And this is a sign that you're about to manifest, is you're beginning to realize that like there's two parts of reality that we need to consider here when it comes to manifesting what you want. Okay, there's the masculine energy and then there's the feminine energy. So masculine energy is more about pushing your energy out into the world. It's like I have to push my energy out. I have to be more masculine, more proactive. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Some people don't really want to discuss masculine and feminine when it comes to manifestation. But what I really mean is just push. It's a push. And that's control too. That's manipulating reality. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just about doing it consciously. Now, there's also the feminine where we don't have to control and we just surrender. We allow the process to unfold how it needs to unfold. We realize that action's not always necessary, that there's something deeper, there's a deeper level of trust that we can have. Now, this is the key. This is number one sign that you're about to manifest, is you realizing that you don't have to control the masculine or the feminine, and you trust both of those. This is what I learned in my life, is if I trust both the masculine and the feminine, it's almost like I'm learning to not control to such to such strong levels that I'm realizing that I don't even have to control the parts of me that have to control. So it's like I still have to be masculine, I still have to push my energy out into the world, but I'm realizing that I don't even have to control that. I can let that come out from a level of trust as well. So even the parts of you that you have to control, even the things that you have to control in reality, you're realizing that you don't even have to control when that comes up. And you can allow that deeper level of trust to flow into something that you have to do. So you're allowing more intuitive actions to come out into your experience. You're realizing that the things even you have to control, even those things, you don't have to control as much. And that's a huge sign. That's a huge sign that you're about to manifest something powerful, because you're realizing that you don't have to control the masculine or the feminine. You don't have to, you can just literally be aware, be connected to that divine intelligence that we're all connected to, and then you can just let that guide your actions. You can let the deeper awareness of who you are guide your actions and let that control things, so to speak. And of course, it's you. You're not separate from that intelligence. You are that intelligence. But it's also something much greater than your ego. And the more that we can learn to just trust that intelligence, the more that we can learn to trust our heart space and the energy that feels right to us, you're going to manifest things so much faster than what the mind can think. You see, the mind always has a story. The mind thinks that the manifestation has to happen in this time. The manifestation has to happen by this specific time. It has to happen in this specific way. I always notice this in my life. I have some idea in my mind of how I'm going to manifest this money, or how I'm going to manifest this situation. And then the universe just says, nope, maybe that idea worked to some degree, but then we're going to actually show you, Francis, we're going to show Francis that actually there's a way to do this where your mind is just a barrier. And the way that you thought it's going to work, well, we're not going to let you do that. We're going to make you jump into the uncertainty. We're going to make you jump into deeper levels of trust. And that's part of letting go of control as well, is a deep level of trust. And this can get really, this is not just about some woo-woo like feeling in your body. It is a woo-woo feeling in your body, but at the same time, it can become very, very practical as well, because this is going to require you to take certain actions that almost prove to the universe that you do actually trust. You do actually realize that you don't have to control. So when I had to realize this was about dropping out of school. This was about me trusting in the investments that I made into my mentor, even though I was really scared to do that at the time. This is about realizing that your mind may have some idea around how the manifestation should unfold, but does it have to work out in that way? Does it have to be how the mind thinks? Can you trust the energy? This can be practical. This may require you to leave a career path. This may require you to maybe invest money, even though you might be a little bit more scared to do that. And this is where people lack the trust. People start to Like this is the sign. It's easy to trust when you don't have to take action. It's easy to trust when we don't have to trust. But how about when you actually have to trust? How about when it's time to let go of that career path that you know is not in alignment with your soul? Can you still trust then? And that's not going to be easy to do. It's not going to be easy to trust in those moments because your mind's going to want to figure it out, but your soul knows that it's time to let go of that thing. It's time to invest in yourself. It's time to do that thing that makes you scared. And I'm not here to tell you what to do, by the way, okay? Because this can get, I want you to realize that you have the full power to choose what you want in your life. I am not here to tell you what actions to take. I'm here to tell you that your heart knows best. And you can trust in your heart, not because Francis told me to trust my heart, but because I actually trust my heart and I actually feel that it's time for me to let go of this thing. It's time for me to let go of control. It's time for me to let go of this thing that doesn't serve me anymore. And the more that you can trust in the energy that you feel in the present moment, the more that you can trust that energy that you feel in your heart, in your body, when something is in alignment or it's not in alignment, that is a huge sign that you're about to manifest something powerful. That's a huge sign that you're about to manifest something big and that you're in perfect alignment. Because alignment and manifesting what you want is not just about manifesting what you want. This is about being aligned with your soul. This is about being aligned with your true self. This is about being aligned to such strong levels that the universe can't help but just throw the manifestations that are meant for you right in your face. It's like, here's the manifestation. Here's the manifestation. Here's because you're in alignment. You're perfectly in alignment. And it's always going to be a little bit scary. It's going to require you to take leaps of faith. It may require you to trust the process more, but then you get used to that pattern. It's like, I'm noticing there's a pattern in my life. We get used to that pattern. And the more that you learn to trust, the more that you learn to let go of control, that is a huge sign that you are about to manifest something big. So that's all I have for this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video. As always, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.